I think that, of course, the issue of so-called legal architecture of the agreement is always very, very, very important one. But when we discussed this with our Mercosur partners, I think it was quite obvious that what they prefer is that we would have, I would say, the speedy process, that the economic operators, especially in these geo-economic times, would prefer to have as fast implementation of this agreement as possible. And therefore, we both are aiming at a very speedy process. And it would be, of course, my delight if we could do it this year, because I know that this is priority not only for us, but it's in the Commission, but it's also priority for Mercosur country, especially for Brazilian presidency. And I'm also very glad to say that we've been discussing it at length and in particular detail with the Danish presidency, because of course you have to kind of prepare the ground, you have to plan the meetings, and you have to make sure that everything is properly done. Tomorrow we will have a meeting with the chairman of the INTA committee, Mr. Bernd Lange, also to discuss with him how we are going to proceed with the ratification process of these two very, very important agreements, because as you know, this is, I would say, the full co-legislative process. But knowing him and also being in several discussions on this in INTA committee, I know that there is a huge interest to discuss it, to move fast, and I hope that with what I described are this clearly new feature of the Mercosur agreement, this very solid set of safeguards, all these measures which we put on the table, will also reassure those members of the European Parliament who've been concerned about some of the aspects of agri-food exports and imports in Mercosur agreement.
Thank you. And I go to the very left of the room. Yes.